Just condition scoring a few ewes today. This is the first time we've ever done this because our race setup here has historically been pretty bad for trying to load ewes into. But now that we've got this thing, making life a hell of a lot easier. So I'll just show you what we're doing. This one, she's nice and fat. She's going to be going straight ahead. So we just press the straight ahead button and away she goes. Close the gate. Next one runs in. She's not bad, but she can go left just to show you. You watch the gates at the front. If I push the second button, and she goes out the side, close the gates. Easy as that. Obviously goes a lot faster when I'm not trying to record it. She's a wee bit light. See, I would have drafted her straight ahead if we were just on the gate down the race, but she can come out. Well, that may have just confirmed something I've been wondering about for a long time, which is, so about 10 years ago we changed their breeder. Same breed, Romneys, but we went from our neighbour, who went out of Romney, to a North Island breeder called Tronganui, who we've been really happy with. But I have been wondering the last few years if my ewes have been getting a little bit smaller. Not skinnier, but these ewes aren't bad ewes. There's room for improvement in them, don't get me wrong, but these girls aren't bad. But yeah, we used to think 5 years ago, when we didn't have Mr. Scales, we used to think our ewes were like 85 kilos, and I still think they probably were. Some of these girls are. I think the biggest one that went through there was 87, older girl, but the younger ones are notably smaller. So I wonder if we got a bit of a hybrid vigour boost between the two breeders, and as that's sort of fading out, we're getting a smaller sheep again, and I'm not too sure whether I like that or not. I don't know what to think there. I like my big sheep. I like my great big Romneys at 80-85 kilos. I know there's reasons not to, but they were just a really nice sheep. But we're not going to change breeder anytime soon. We are going to go up a couple of price brackets, so I'll need to talk to them one night and just make sure that's okay, make sure they're available, but we plan to anyway. So yeah, see what we can do to improve them. They're good sheep, there's still room for improvement, that's all. Lambing percentages are lacking a wee bit, although this farm does suffer from exposure, and we are quite late to grow in the spring, and I do wonder whether we should be shifting our lambing date too. But yeah, we could do with some better lambings and also some earlier lambs. So we'll talk through with the breeder and say that's where we want to go. How much is it going to cost us? How fast can we get there? But there is still that what if about maybe they're just quite empty, because I don't think they've eaten much in the last 3 days. And like I say, water up there was there, but not. It wasn't a great big stream. It's just a wee trickle of water. Like flow rate, it's more than enough. But whether they were all going down there and getting a drink, so you'll find out later on in this video, not too far down the track, whether our sheep are getting smaller or whether they're just a bit hungry. Right, so day 2 of condition scoring. There won't be a day 3 thankfully, because we got a heap done yesterday, which is good. I left, no you can't see it from here, I left a few ewes up in the hill in the fog. Shocking muster, I tell you. So you're going to get 2 days done today, and those last few ewes we'll get some final numbers, but I just can't tell where the lambs have been getting through the fence, guys. I haven't got a bloody clue. So I'm going to have to spend a couple of hours working that out, and oh, I don't know. Can you guys see where they might have been getting through? I just don't know. I haven't got a clue. Right, get the old wire strainers out, and believe me, these girls are old. I don't think there's a date and manufacturer on there anywhere. It's not even going to focus this with this wee phone anyway. But these wires are good at breaking through here in the post. Just the old wind chatter, I guess. You can see it thins out where it goes in. These wires they'll be the best part of 70 years old, possibly 80. A lot of this was done just after World War II, the old concrete posts. I hate the concrete posts, but they do last, I will give them that. I just thought I'd show you the old figure 8 knot. So we go, this is a pre-existing one, broke just past the knot, so it's all done its wee loop. Over, under, over, and then back under, going over the top of that one. It's a bit hard to work with this number 8 wire with one hand, so I'll finish the knot and then I'll show you. So there we go, hence the name figure 8 knot. That one over there's, oh, it's not too bad. Don't put a lot of tension on these wires because otherwise they just break again. That's why all the vertical droppers are on them. Yeah, it's going to be a big job one day replacing all these wires. Although, by the time they need replaced properly, we'll probably just put netting against the posts or rip the whole fence out and put a wooden post fence up with netting. So, see how we go. Here's the second repair. I haven't put any tension on these yet. I'll get a triplex handle and tighten them up at some point. But yeah, that's what they look like before you pull them up. That one didn't come up quite as nice, but it will when we put tension on. So you can see the tension there, so where it should be. Once again, between the post, just what it is. I mean, we can't growl when we're talking 70 years old, can we? So yeah, I might have missed a few sheep when I was up here yesterday. Blame it on the fog, but really it's just my fault. So, the third day of this video. Today's job, we are bringing all of the mixed age ewes back in and pulling out all of the old green tag girls. So, we haven't done it in the past. We struggle with early lambs on this farm. I'm not that worried about trying to get a whole lot of early lambs, but just getting a wee few would be nice. And the other thing is, we've never been let down by our freezing works, but every year our ewe space in January is getting tighter and tighter. So we're going to lamb our oldest age group. Yeah, Slim! So every year we cull an entire age group, the oldest girls. We're going to lamb those girls early, about 3 weeks early. The better ones we'll put to a Romney ram, a maternal ram, and the poorer ones we'll put to a terminal. But we're also thinking we'll pull a few older, from other age groups, lighter ones out. And the idea is that we can wean them, if we land them 3 weeks early, we can wean them late November, early December. We can share them with the Tudus, or the hoggets it'll be at the time, which we're going to second share this year in October. And so we don't have to worry about waiting for wool on them. And we can get rid of them before any pressure comes on, and that'll be at least 150 to 200 ewes gone off the farm before weaning even, which would be before main weaning, which would be just lovely. A bit more feed around. In a year like this it wouldn't be, because we needed the ewes here to control the place, but you're always better getting paid for a sheep and not having to feed it. My take on it. So Yeah, but yes, we're going to land them early, so we've just got to get them out because that ram's got to go out in a couple of weeks. So get that tidied up, and yeah, so here we go. So we've gone from having 2 mobs of ewes, mob of mixed age ewes and a mob of turtles, to now having 5 mobs. So these are what we'll call the main line. These are our mixed age ewes. Most of them will be maternals. There's a few a few yellow taggers in there that come out that'll go to a terminal, but that's the first mob. We've got these girls. Here, Slim, which are there's 210 there, I think. Sit down, Slim, sit. Which are our light girls and old girls they're all work shoes for next year. So they're going to be an early lambing mob. Then we've got this mob, which is you can see the ewes in there. They're our lighter tutus that are in with these ewe lambs. They'll be getting tagged next week or the week after. We're going to dip this next week, so might be the week after, we'll see. And we've got these tutus, this is the 4th mob, and they're in here cleaning up this rather rough young grass paddock. And then we've got these girls here, which are the ones we took out the other day as being a bit lighter. Look at all these bloody thistles in here, would you? This is one of our older paddocks we haven't cropped yet, so yeah. Sorry, I don't know how to zoom on this camera yet, but I'll work it out one day. Yeah. Anyway guys, that's a bit of a look into the old condition scoring of ewes in New Zealand. I hope you enjoyed that. I've added a wee link to a bit of information from Beef and Lamb about condition scoring if you want to go and have a look. So yeah, go for that. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. Cheers guys.